All right. Y'all catch that? Hey, we don't own the rights to that, whatever that is.
Good morning.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Urban World Talk Live, right here from the Urban Solutions Radio. I am your host, Mr. Terry Youngman, along with my lovely co-host, Miss Tiffany Bell. Tiffany, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, feeling good, living
That's
good.
Right. All right, thank you guys for joining us. We're getting things set up here real quick. We got a whole lot to talk about. We got some fun stuff to talk about. A lot of things happened over the weekend. One of the things that we're going to talk about, though, we're going to talk about the financial impact money has on relationships and dating, and what men and women and all people in between, everybody, what are the most important things? Is it love? Is it money? What is it? What role does money play in it? We're going to talk about that a little bit later. We got a fun, spirited debate. Somehow I feel like we might have a few differences of opinion when it comes to that matter, but
we always do.
Right. So we're going to get to that, though, a little bit later. Once again, guys, this is Urban World Talk Live. We are from the Urban Solutions Radio. You guys check out Urban Solutions Radio. They got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of up-and-coming shows, a lot of music, a lot of local talent on Urban Solution Radio. So you guys check them out. Subscribe and follow.
Yeah, buddy.
As the young lady said. And also like and share Urban World Talk Live. We are growing. We're becoming something very, very unique and very different.
It's a movement.
It is a movement. And we want all of you to be a part of it with us. So join us. All right. So Tiffany, how was your weekend? Did you do
it? Was great. I, went out and saw a few shows. I also saw the VMAs.
The VMAs.
Which was it's the Video Music Awards. It's on MTV. Plays on Sunday night.
The Video Music Awards.
Yes.
So Video Music Awards, MTV, it used to be such a big deal.
For real.
I think it still is kind of. I mean, they a lot of hot artists come there.
In a different way, I feel like it's really evolved and really changed.
Okay.
Like it used to be like really just like specific categories, certain things,
what was your take overall on the whole thing? Because we want to know exactly what I want to ask what we think the overall impact of the VMAs is on, and what it says about the culture in general.
Yeah.
So what did you think overall?
Do you feel like sex is being shoved down your throat? That's what I feel like.
Whoa! oh my God.
Like, let me just be blunt and honest. Like, I feel like.
Do I feel like
they had a whole performance where just like there was a AI or holographic chick on the screen just shaking her ass the entire time.
Yeah,
like that was all that it was.
I caught that.
And then they had faceless dancers with just like highlighted boobs, highlighted butt. Like that's it. That's all they had.
I'm sure that's a bad thing. But I don't know if it was shoved down my throat.
What?
I don't know if that's the phrase, the words that I would have used for that.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Nicki Minaj. I really, really do. Her new song is called Freaky. And it's like,
let
me lick it, let me ride it, I can flip it. And it's like, oh my God, I am just overwhelmed. Sex is just like literally being shoved down our throats everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm not like one of those like, ooh, like I don't want to like, I'm not going to hide myself or anything or just be like super conservative or anything. I'm not conservative.
Right. But you feel like it was an overabundance of sexual innuendo and things like that.
At what point is it like, that should probably be safe for like the bedroom and like between like you should make it special,
Well, okay.
And that's what I think it's doing. It's like numbing us down and making us like making it not so special.
Yeah. Well, okay, so we get that. So a lot of the artists that were there that were being celebrated. Nicki Minaj, I think, got the Vanguard Award for like almost like the Lifetime Achievement Award for the MTV Awards, if there is such a thing. Lizzo won big awards.
Love me some Lizzo.
Yeah. You guys,
I've been singing that all day. I can't. It's been stuck in my head.
it's
insane.
Lizzo comes up with some catchy music. She does come up with very catchy music. I will
She's
give
the most
Lizzo that.
commercial like pop singer around right now.
She is, and so
literally every commercial.
Every commercial. So there was Lizzo. She won a lot of awards. There was Jack Harlow. There was a little Nas X.
Came on stage and almost flashed everybody. That was cute.
I don't know. I think right now it's a very interesting time in music. I think like it's just different, and no matter what, it feels like at this moment, I'm gonna be in the class of the people that looks like, it's not from your time, and you're just too old, and this and that, and I don't know, man. It's just you said you feel like it's an overabundance of sex being shoved down your throat.
I really truly do.
Which is still an interesting phrase of words, but I think like I think that it's not just the sex, because I think sex has always been a big part of rap and hip hop and R&B and stuff like that. I think it has always been, especially if you look at music in the VMAs and MTV Awards in the past, they've always had people that have kind of tried to push the envelope. Madonna.
That's what it is.
You have people,
they try and push this envelope, but like at what point is it just like, okay,
right?
It's too much.
I do feel like the average artist that's out there right now, though, I think the big thing that they're trying to do is like out weird each other.
Yeah.
Everybody tries to be like, so different and so unique. Oh, look at this. I'm wearing I'm wearing a lampshade on my head, or you know what I mean, or I got cones on here. Which they do.
Little Nas X?
She was, probably all of them.
Probably the lampshade.
Probably all of that. So he's and I think it's that thing where they're all trying to out weird each other now. They're trying to one up each other in terms of that. And what happens is it creates a culture where if everybody's weird, nobody's weird. It's just the status quo, and everybody's doing the same kind of thing. Yeah. So it's like that. I do like there is certain people that I do like.
Like, who are you a fan of right now?
At the moment, if we're talking about people that like were on the VMAs that I actually didn't mind too much. I didn't mind. Now, I'm not a big fan of Jack Harlow's. That's not the type of music. He's not bad. He's not. If you talk about like bad rappers, which we're gonna get to a list that XXL released a little bit ago about bad rappers, we're gonna let you guys know about that and what we think about that. But I don't think he's that. He's okay. I like the Panic at the Disco. They had a performance.
That was very like 80s,
like
50s feel. It had a very 50s feel to it. It was cute. It was really cute.
Yeah.
I like Panic at the Disco.
I like that. I just like that. I thought it was a good song.
To an extent, I like them.
I'm not a big fan of the band myself personally, but I can appreciate. I like the performance. I'm talking about from the VMAs. And one thing that I think I really appreciated about their performance in general was the fact that they were not so heavily overproduced with like the graphics and all of this stuff like that. Did you realize? Did you watch how almost every act that was on there, it was all lip singing. It was just so badly like, and they don't even try to. Now it looks so bad with the lip singing and everything. Yeah. And it's not even the choreographed dancing that they do lately.
K-pop.
I
blame the K-pop. No, I'm just kidding. I don't come for me.
Yeah, don't do that. They got a lot of fans.
The K-pop army is scary.
They're gonna be on you. But it's like the way that they even dance now. It's like the laziest form of dancing. They like do like TikTok dances. Yeah. Like 1, 2, 3. It's crazy. So that's one of the big things that I noticed there. I thought that Nicki Minaj. I've always thought Nicki Minaj was a better rapper than I think a lot of people that I know give her credit for. I think Nicki Minaj is a good rapper. I do not like her new song. I'm not a fan of that new song, but I like her stuff. She's one of the people I feel like I would not want to meet though. I just like. Why? I don't know.
I feel like in person she would be like the sweetest. Like
you really think that?
Lady. Yeah.
You think that about her?
She'd be so sweet, but like she's still like hood and like down to earth.
I don't know.
I feel like that's how she would be. We're not gonna blast
Lydia says she liked Nikki. You know, she likes the girl with the red.
Oh, Anita, I think it was.
Oh yeah. Oh, I like her
she
too.
was
the one that was doing the dancing. Yeah. Latin flavor.
It was cute.
Yeah, Latin flavor.
She was really pretty.
Oh,
I was like, man, she's gorgeous.
She was doing her thing. So you know, I think that Nikki is good. I wasn't you know who I thought sucked? I thought the Eminem and Snoop Dogg's performance sucked. I thought it was terrible.
It was not memorable.
They just like sat there and they did a cartoon thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like,
they had like
what the hell
VR,
was that?
and then they were smoking on a couch. And then,
smoking on a couch.
And then
like,
I think their sound was off, honestly. Like their sound, like the way that they were singing, and like their mic volume.
The song was boring. It was just like it was not good.
I was sad. I was like, because those are some of my favorite rappers.
Yeah, Snoop and Eminem are legends, but that wasn't it. That performance wasn't it. Now, one of the big things that came out of the probably the biggest thing. I didn't mean it like that. You guys understand what we're talking about in a minute. Lizzo was there.
Are we ready?
Lizzo was there, and you know she won an award.
She had one of my favorite moments from that thing where she was like, "And about this person talking in the press," that she used better language than me, but yeah.
Right. So she got back at Aries Spears. What exactly? We watched the clip. Aries Spears is a comedian, and now real quick backstory on Aries Spears as a comedian. For people that know him, he's kind of been known for kind of being a hater, like sounding like a hater when it comes to a lot of people. I just keep it real. Like he said bad things about guys like Mike Epps and most famously Dave Chappelle. He's had very critical things. He's a guy who's has a middling career as a comedian. He's known, but he was mostly famous on Mad TV, and that was like 20 years ago. So that's where he's at. But he made comments that got very, very.
Mad TV was great, by the way. I used to love.
That's an underrated. It was an underrated show. It was an underrated show.
Way underrated.
They did a lot of. It wasn't quite in living
really
color.
Bad humor, but it was hilarious.
Oh, it's one of these.
The Mrs. Swan, Miss Swan, or the what is it? What's the dude?
They could not get away with that show now.
No,
that's one of those ones that they couldn't. Not. But anyway, Aries Spears from there. That's his fame. That's what he's claimed to fame is. He said about Lizzo. What did he say about Lizzo? He said some very disparaging remarks.
Oh,
what was it that he said?
I'm pretty sure he was saying that she looks like.
He said that
she looks like a mashed potatoes, or like she looks like a shit emoji. That she should hop on a tread. He was just talking mad. He was just ripping her,
and so she came back at it. But so what do you think about all of that with like the whole shame that was going at her and him talking about her? What did you feel about that?
I feel like if you're going to throw a stone, you better look in the mirror and make sure that you shouldn't be throwing one at yourself. Right. Don't sit here and hate on somebody because your career is lame. Your, body is not where it's supposed to be. You look sad. You look dusty.
Right. But what is
stop? Just don't do it.
But what is it that you think about Lizzo as a whole? Do you feel
I
like
love Lizzo. I think she's really good for body positivity. And making people feel welcome in their own skin. Like her song that she came out with, like Am I Red, the one that I've been singing all day, was more about her like dealing with her own insecurities and stuff. And I thought that was really beautiful. I thought that was really, really cool thing.
Okay.
Do I think we should be promoting
what?
I don't want to say it.
No, say that we look. This is a room for truth.
All right, so like, please don't come for me because I'm a juicy girl. Don't.
Real quick, Lydia says Lizzo has no reason to be famous. I don't know about that. Go ahead, but don't come for her.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Please don't come for me. But
go ahead, let it out. Let it out now.
Promoting and just like I don't know. I feel like you should also promote a healthy lifestyle. That's the nicest way I can put it.
Well, okay,
you should still promote your healthy lifestyle. You should still promote, not being overweight. Oh, I'm gonna catch so much.
No. Look. You are going on the right track. You are being honest.
It's good to be healthy. So I love the healthy life. And again, don't get me wrong. I am not perfect by any means.
Right. Okay.
But I know this about myself, and I don't want to get so comfortable that I want to stay there. You know, like I have goals for myself, and I think everyone should have goals for themselves, whether it's like anything. Honestly, you should have your own goals and your own like set of ideals.
But what if her ideal is to be big?
Then she's done it.
Then she's there. She's there.
Awards.
She reached
flowers.
that. She reached that goal.
Go.
All right. Let me see.
And I mean, that's good for her. That's awesome for her. For me, I feel like I seeing the like twiggy thin people, as much as it bothers me, it also like I need to lose weight. Let me go get in the gym.
I don't know about
because it does like low key motivate me more when I see
twiggy
like,
thin though, or you mean like
twiggy,
in shape?
but like in shape.
Okay, yeah, because twiggy thin could be the other way.
When I see the abs, when I see like toned arms, when I see like nice dresses and stuff, because it's hard.
Right, because I'm saying I think that it could.
Hard.
I think you could be like there's two extremes, right? So you can go one way or the other. Let me look. We got a comment that says, "Don't dish it out if you can't take it." I don't know if that's more aimed at Lizzo or Aries Spears though, because they came at Aries Spears.
Don't aim it at me. I'm sorry.
Lydia says that she opens herself up to criticism by being on that platform, but I'm sure she doesn't care because she's rich.
You know.
And she says you can love yourself, but when you're doing bodily harm and shortening your life expectancy, let's not promote that.
Period. She gets it.
So here's what I think. I think that there is a hypocrisy in media on both sides of the equation, right? You know, because on the one hand, Aries Spears that said the comments about Lizzo being fat, being out of shape, he also in that same clip he said that somebody that Lizzo shouldn't be talking about anything when guys don't really look at girls like her. She's gonna have a hard time. But then he also said that he feels like he's got a certain swag, and since he's a comedian and he's handsome. Now, I'm sorry, I've seen Aries Spears. I don't know that I would put him in any kind of a handsome category.
Maury determined that was a lie.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Maury determined that was a lie.
So I wouldn't. Aries Spears is not anybody to be judging anybody about how they look. Aries Spears would be. I'd actually say this. Lizzo, if you're talking about even conventional beauty standards, would be a better looking woman than Aries Spears is a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're going by conventional standards, look, looks are subjective. Everybody, could have different standards of beauty and different standards of what they think is sexy. Yeah. But I think if we're going conventional, just by general speaking, Lizzo's better looking than Aries Spears is. But I do feel like that's the hypocrisy on his side. But I also feel like on Lizzo's side, there is a hypocrisy because on the one hand, you can't come out and say, I'm big girl, I'm this, I'm that, and then show everything and then not expect somebody to say something bad about you when you're putting yourself out there like that.
That's very true.
I feel like it is a big, and people are so quick to give her flowers and pat on the back like, oh, good job, girl, you go, girl, because you came out and you were talking about how fat you were and everything like that. But then don't get mad when people don't think that that's attractive. Look, I don't care who you are. Somebody thinks I'm the ugliest person in the world. Somebody might think I'm the best looking person in the world. Same. I don't know. It's just how it goes. It's how people are. People look at The Rock, and some people will be like, "Oh my God, he looks like a god," and then some people are like, oh, "He's too big. He's too much."
I don't know that anybody.
I'm saying that
The Rock, though. Okay.
I'm saying hypothetically. Okay, I'm not saying that you.
If I could be anyone's dog, it would be The Rock's.
He'd be Meg the Stallion, but that's what he said. Let me see what we got here. Terry says she needs to play the flute more. That is a cool talent that she got, and that she should incorporate that into more of her stuff. I think. Lydia says
it's hard playing the flute too, like especially when you're singing and dancing and moving around. It's hard.
Right.
I used to play flute. I was in like marching band and stuff.
Oh,
and we would, I was a nerd, total total orchidor, total band.
Now, was it the flute or was it the recorder?
No, it was.
Was it that?
Don't insult
I
me.
want to know the truth.
No, I'm just kidding.
I said this is a place for truth. Let's be truthful.
Was a flute. It was a real flute.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're like,
Yeah.
with the little flute and you're walking around.
Yeah,
All right.
I did.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's a good time.
It was an interesting time, but it is hard to sit there and like stomp around and like play flute all the time. Like you really have to have your lungs up to par.
You do.
So I'm surprised.
You do. Lydia says her talent is average in my opinion. Wow. Scathing. We said that's why she got an easy target.
Spicy.
You know, she is an easy target. Terry said she should showcase her musical talent, the flute. Urban Susan said, "Will you wear the thing? When you wear the things that you wear, you open up to criticism. But when you have money, you don't care, and you're on top of the world." And look, that's true. It is true, but at the same time,
when she wore the thong at a basketball game,
that
was like, girl,
good God. I mean,
girl,
look, and you know what else?
This is not that you have to be cognizant of like time and place for stuff too.
You got to be cognizant of it, and then
there's a time and a place.
Right.
That's right for that kind of thing. And that was not.
No, and she does that a lot, though. She does that kind of stuff a lot.
Does.
But you know what I don't like too? All of this body positivity stuff. We're gonna move on after this, but with all the body positivity stuff, what I find hilarious is that the same people that are like talking about it and stuff like that, and oh, I'm happy and this and that, when somebody like Adele loses weight, she got flack for it. People were mad at her for losing the weight. And it's like, is it really about the body positivity, or is it that it's easier to look a certain way, and when somebody else works a little hard and does that, you're mad at it? I don't know. I don't know. I find it all funny.
Like, still be the fat idol that they have already built in their mind, and it's their comfortability. But when they start trying to do something better for themselves, that's when like you really have to take a step back and look in the mirror and be like, maybe my healthy lifestyle needs to start kicking it up a bit. Maybe I should go and start working out at the gym. Maybe I should start being like, really start worrying about my health, my body, my blood, my arteries. Like there's so much that goes into it, and you could really damage yourself when you overeat and when you're like overweight. Overweight. I don't know where that accent came from. Jesus. Overweight.
All right. Well, we're gonna move on now. What do you guys think about VMAs and Lizzo and all of that crazy stuff that happened? You guys let us know. Was the show good and really great, or was it as whack as I thought it was? You guys just let us know in the comment section below. We'll get back to it. Now,
VMAs,
whack. All right. So,
whack.
What do you think about speaking of rappers and maybe whack, the XXL just came out with the list of the 50 worst rappers of all time. I just thought that this was interesting, and I want to get to some people's take on this and see if this is actually, the 50 worst rappers of all time. I want to
this list was wild. Let me tell you. Okay, and this is the one that was like circulating around the internet. I don't know if anybody. I can post it.
Yeah, let me see. What is the let me see. Let's start from the bottom. We'll get to the top. Let's start from the back of the line. We got and by the way, if you ever seen any of these lists of like the best MCs and you wonder like why the new school isn't represented, guess what? The new school is represented in this 50 worst rappers of all time list. You guys did it. Let's get to some of this. So we got at number 50, NBA YoungBoy. I concur. There's definitely on there. Easy, I feel that's a little harsh.
How dare you? I mean, he's part of NW.
Yeah, but 50 was. Not 50, but
I can't cuss.
Easy was never really the rapper though. He was kind of like they ghost write for him.
But he like low key had like swag when you did it though. My 6 foot.
He has swag. He did have swag. And you know what? I disagree. He shouldn't be on this list. I don't think that
he shouldn't.
So that's the
Take him off.
Take him off. Okay. Playboy Cardi. I've only heard a couple things.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Whatever.
RZA is number 48.
No.
Or no, number 47. Nelly
really?
at 46. Nelly.
The Wu-Tang Clan?
Yeah. Well, RZA, Bobby Digital. RZA was always a little off, but I mean, I don't know about worse the whole time. Then number 46 was Nelly. I can find worse than that. 45.
I can think of his country song every time I hear that.
Iggy Azalea is at 45.
That's fair.
That's fair?
Nah, she should be higher up on the list.
You should be higher. Oh, wow. Okay.
She's terrible.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Let's see here. We got Future at number 44. Future, I agree. He should be on that list. Future's terrible, in my mind. Tom McDonald, I don't know.
Who?
I don't know Tom McDonald. Does anybody else?
Tom McDonald?
Oh, wait. I think I know Tom McDonald. I think that was the... Remember
Is that your homie?
No, remember the one I showed you the one time? I think there was that guy that I showed you the video the one time when we were over at...
The
yeah,
white guy?
I think that might be him.
About how hard it is to be white.
Yeah. I think that might be... I think that might be our guy. All right, Tony Ayo, he was whack. Designer at 44. Designer should definitely be on there. 40. Gucci Mane, yes, he should be on the list.
What?
Yeah, Gucci Mane, yeah. I don't get it.
So fun to listen to.
No, man, I've never
like his old stuff was hella fun to listen to.
I've never understood Gucci Mane's popularity. Petey Pablo at 39. I think that's a little harsh.
He hasn't even come out with
Put like a helicopter. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that? That was pretty much it, though, huh?
Freak a Leak?
Yeah.
You put Freak a Leak on there? Are you kidding me?
But it's not the song, it's the rapper that's singing. Yo, you think should Petey Pablo be on there? I don't know. Let's see at number what is Petey Pablo? That's 39. So Young Thug 38. Now he's way too low. I think Young Thug needs to be way higher. I never forget when I heard
that's him, right?
It is him. I couldn't believe it when I heard that song.
He was like my rendition.
All right. Oh, look, Flo Rida at 37.
No, but look at this. Why do they put the two together?
Because they're like the same thing. I don't agree with that. I don't think they should be on there. They're not.
Why did they put the two together though? They put it as 49. Wait, what is it?
They're 37 and 30.
Flo Rida / Pitbull. Like they put the two together. I cannot. That's how I.
All right.
I'm
all right, 36. I'm gonna move to the 36. Uzi Vert. Mike Jones at 35, Ying Yang 2 at 34, that's called.
What?
French Montana at 33, that's too high. Rip Rab at 32, G Herbo 31, C Murder at 30, Bow Wow at 29, that's too high for Bow Wow. The St. Lunatics at 28, 27, Chingy, Nick Cannon at 26.
Chingy?
Nick Cannon, dang.
Yeah.
25 is Manny Fresh. 24, Soulja Boy, way too high. He needs to be, I think he needs to, no, not too high, way too low. He needs to be higher. Chief Keef at 23, Gunna at 22, Little B at 21, Cardi B at 20. Whoa, Cardi B's at 20.
Cardi B actually has a good flow.
I don't know if she should be on there.
She actually has bars.
Man, Cardi B. All right, so they got Blueface at 19. He needs to be higher.
Oh yeah,
Blueface is terrible. This guy raps off beat. Like that, you get you disqualified.
That's his thing. Like he doesn't know what a cadence is.
Plies at 18. No way is Plies worse than Blueface. Benzino's terrible. Yeet, I don't even know who that is. Kid Boo at 15. Vanilla Ice at 14. Birdman at 13.
What?
Coy Lee Ray at 12. Waka Flock at 11. Diddy at 10. Gutta at 9. 6ix9ine at 8. Smoke Perp at 7. Little Pump at 6. Lil Flip at 5. OJ the Deuce Man at 4. Master P at 3. I think that's way too high for Master P. Little Yachty at number 2 and Silk the Shocker at number 1.
Y'all forgetting y'all was some snow soldiers at one point or another in your life.
I actually think they could have switched. They could have switched Silk the Shocker and Little Yachty. I think that they could switch their positions.
How do you say it?
Little Yachty. Look. Little Yachty.
One more time.
Little Yachty.
No.
Yeah.
It's Little Yachty.
Isn't it Yachty? Is it Yachty?
It's like a yacht.
It's Yachty? Well, you see how much I listen to his music. Little Yachty.
Like
it's not yacht. Yachty? It's not Yachty? It's spelled, I thought it spelled like that. I don't know. Little Yachty. Little Yachty. All I know is I heard that dude. The first time I heard that guy, I thought it was a joke. Like I thought it was like Saturday. I thought it was like Saturday Night Live.
I feel like that's how everyone thought.
No, I couldn't believe
it. Seriously.
I could not believe it, man. It was terrible.
Yes. All right, let me see what they got. My girl Cardi off immediately.
Lady said Iggy before Future.
Agreed.
And Gucci is cool. Deli I said Pitbull is good. She should not be on there. Cardi B, I think is what she's talking about. Take Cardi off there. Terry Sr. said most rappers need to learn cadence as well as phrasing.
Period.
I think a lot of the rappers.
Seriously, a lot of rappers don't even know what the word cadence is.
Yeah,
and that's concerning.
Yeah,
like they're all doing it just to like get on some cool sounding something. And just say
I think now
words.
it is more about like they just
it's beat fetishism is what it is.
Yeah, and I to me the reason why I'd argue that Soulja Boy should be hired because I think he proved to the world that you don't need any kind of talent, you just need a dance move and you know what I mean? You know,
cool glasses.
You know what I mean?
Really cool glasses.
That was it, man. And he said he had a career. I think he proved to everybody. So anyway, do you guys agree with the 50 worst rapper list? Let us know about that in the comment section below because I agree with a lot of it. I don't think some of them should be on there though. I don't think Cardi B's that bad. I don't think Cardi B's that bad. You think Cardi B's that bad?
No, I think Cardi B should be taken off of the list because she actually has bars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
And that's disrespectful.
All right. Well,
so is easy. And
we are gonna move on from there in a minute. Before we get to our love or money discussion, there was something that came up real quick. What was it?
Diddy?
Or are we
talking about the 21-year-old? Oh no, that's
no, that's it. So you said Diddy made a comment a few weeks ago that really caught flack, and he said that there was
still upset about it.
What did he say? He said R&B music is dead, right?
He said R&B music is dead.
Okay.
How dare you?
Do you
And I'm
agree?
pretty sure he said this on a live with Summer Walker, who's an R&B singer. like what? No, that's so rude.
Well, we're gonna ask everybody: is R&B dead?
No, it's not. How do these babies keep coming up?
Is R&B dead? So
where did all these babies come from then?
But okay, so when we're talking about R&B though, we're talking about like
love music, singing, and like
right.
I'm thinking like old school Usher, 7 o'clock.
Right. Okay, but you're saying old people. I want to hear the new stuff because now you're going back. You're going back.
Okay.
You're talking about Usher. You're talking about old people. If you're saying Diddy's wrong in his assessment that R&B music is dead, tell me who's R&B, pure R&B that's out there.
Sabrina Claudio. There's 1111.
Mm-hmm.
There's what's her name? Oh my God, it's slipping from me. It's Division.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Division. Masego.
Right. Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
So let's recap.
I got a few of them. I got a whole bunch more.
Let's recap real quick though. I want to recap exactly what you said because you said that it's not dead.
So Lydia put up her. Yes.
Okay, her.
Thank you.
Her, and she said her and Usher still making this. Usher does not count, Lydia. Usher does not count. Yeah. Usher came out and I was a kid. Does not count.
That's one of my favorite.
We gotta you just gotta hold it because the meme, you just kind of keep doing it the whole time.
That'll be our screenshot.
Right.
What is
it?
Both of us.
Everybody, Urban Wild Talk.
Come in.
Watch this. Everybody.
That's how we'll
come on, y'all.
Now.
Come on.
I'm dead.
So you said R&B's not dead, but you named a bunch of people that aren't even on the radio. The people that you named, they don't get like the average radio play. There's the people you gotta like look.
Played on the radio all the time.
You got one.
Okay.
Her. Who else out of that list? None of the other people that you named get the list. Now you know what happens?
Sir is on the list.
On the main radio, is he on a rap song?
Masego.
Are they singing on somebody's rap song or are they their own songs?
On their own.
I'm just saying.
On their own.
I'm just saying. I think Diddy's got a point because if you look at it right now, you look back when R&B was at its peak, like the ones that you were naming, like Usher and all those guys. It was back in the 90s and the 2000s to like the mid 2000s that they were really doing it. They don't even got R&B groups anymore. Mm-hmm. Remember that? Remember Jagged Edge? Remember Boyz II Men? Remember Jodeci? Remember all that?
No, we have his Migos.
Right, but because all the rappers are trying to sing and all of that.
What about K-pop?
K-pop don't count as R&B. There ain't no soul in that. That's their thing, man. That's their thing.
I almost had you with that one.
Not a K-pop. You never had me with K-pop. That is not no R&B. Don't nothing count on that. They do all these little TikTok dances. There ain't nothing soul about R&B.
You don't feel intimate when he goes like this?
No, man.
In the
It
city?
ain't. Watch this.
It's like.
Watch this. That's R&B right there. That's oh, watch this. You got that's they don't. There is no R&B.
What about
anymore.
what's this? It's not Gallant. It's there was the dude that performed at the BET Awards, and I'm forgetting his name. But he had a song that was on the radio.
Right. It's far few between.
It's like him, Tank. It's like, you know, R&B singers like that.
Right. Let me see.
And it's harder for, I feel like it's harder for R&B artists to really get on the radio, get on the mainstream radio, just because nowadays, like, the way that people listen to music is a lot different.
Yeah, it is.
People that listen to R&B generally don't listen to the regular radio.
No, they're streaming it now.
It's too much.
Right.
It's too much like poppy nonsense BS. People with R&B, they have that soul, and they don't tend to listen to that kind of music.
They don't listen to all that on the radio. Not a lot.
They're not into it.
Let me see what we got here. Jerron says, "Sir." She named Sir. That was another one they threw out.
The
R&B,
Weeknd is a huge one.
R&B is neo soul now, is what they're saying.
I feel like The Weeknd is kind of like he kind of turned into.
That's it. He's on that.
He used to be like haunted strip club music, and now he's like pop.
I don't know that I could ever give you Weeknd on R&B. I don't know that I could ever give you that. His stuff was always leaning like that emo, poppy.
What about Bruno Mars? Does Bruno Mars count?
Okay. Now you're going somewhere. The Silk Sonic. Okay. But do they count as now? Do they count as coming out? Are they?
Yeah.
Do they count as
that
new
counts
music?
as now.
All right.
I mean, they didn't come out with it in the 70s.
Okay, I can respect that. I can respect that one. I can give her that one. Silk Sonic and Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars been coming with it with the old school flavor for a long time, and Silk Sonic's even more so. So I'll give you that.
And Chris Brown.
Chris
you think
Brown.
Chris Brown does R&B, or would you count it as pop?
It's almost hip hop though with Chris Brown. It's almost more hip hop because he's doing a lot of rap, a lot of like you know what I mean. It's a lot. It's more hip hop than I would say. I don't know. So we got Jerron said The Weeknd. Dylan says that R&B is still there at the radio. It just plays in the club music now.
Yeah.
Ladies at Tiana Taylor. Drawing another one for The Weeknd. The Weeknd. You know. Lydia said, "Isn't their fault? It's a new generation has short attention span."
It's facts.
Terry Senior said
that music is too slow and too like
takes
deep.
More time.
It's too deep,
right?
For that,
yeah.
Like the newer generation, where they're just like, we gotta go, we gotta party, we gotta shake our butts.
Yeah.
You know?
Terry Senior says Bruno is doing throwback. Lydia did say Silk Sonic, and Delias. They said that Chris Brown does do both. So you know, Chris Brown is Chris Brown, but Chris Brown
and Drake does too. Drake kind of does both.
Now you can't put Drake in no R&B.
It's more like pop and more like in the club.
Yeah, he's Drake. You can't say he's R&B. That guy's literally a rapper. He's a rapper. He sings every now and then.
You got bodied by a sing. Okay, he's a singer. Okay.
You know,
getting bodied by. He even says it in his song.
Also, too, we're gonna have to start qualifying some of these people because I keep hearing a lot of people talk about Chris Brown. I remember Chris Brown coming out like 2004, something like that. Chris Brown been out for a minute. If you've been out for almost go back to that was way back. That was way back.
That was my song.
That was back in the day. I don't know if that qualifies as new music. Chris Brown.
That's not new music.
What I'm saying is a new artist. I mean, I don't know if that qualifies as a new artist. He's back. There's a minute ago. All I'm saying. I think you got to be within at least a decade. You got to be within the decade of coming out. I don't know if you can qualify you as new if you came out 15, 20 years ago.
You know what I want? I want a new Sade. I want to be a new Sade.
That's what you
honestly,
want to be, huh?
like if I were to do music and like sing, I could sing a little bit. But if I were to do anything, it'd be like Sade. Yeah. It'd be like jazz and like really taking that step. Yeah. I was singing that the other day. That's so funny.
We don't want to get in trouble. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't own none of that.
But that's what I want. Old school. like cherish the day,
No.
taboo, like shy. I want something old school like that.
Yeah, she was
like bring that back.
Bring that vibe
Bring me
back.
Trumpet, saxophone, horn
Yeah.
section.
See, they don't even play the saxophone no more. Remember that?
You know,
saxophone used to be like the
for
sexy
real.
sound of the day back in the day.
real.
They don't even play saxophone no more. The kids don't even know what a saxophone is.
Barely.
Crazy. All right, y'all. All right.
A mess.
All right, we're gonna get into our topic about love and money. Now, we had Tiffany, you had a story about.
Yo, this story is crazy. Okay.
So
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
just jump into it.
Go ahead. Get into the story.
I'll give you guys like the quick gist of it. Basically, a 21-year-old girl who's like in college or whatever, in Pierce County, is suing or like put allegations on this like really powerful, famous, not famous, but like local famous kind of lawyer. For stalking, extorting her, and assaulting, her. So apparently this girl started out like introduced to this guy from this like sugar baby website, right?
Right.
They started like talking, exchanging like photos and stuff, I guess.
Doing all of that.
Doing all that,
Right.
doing the wild stuff.
And it was from a sugar baby website where she was looking for a guy who would
send her money. You know.
Okay.
And so like she was getting money for it. She was like making her way downtown, walking fast.
You said that, I didn't.
No, and then and then like it just totally went left. He got a restraining order put on him and he violated that apparently. Like he's getting caught up for like assaulting, stalking, extorting, like all this other crazy stuff.
Right, because it was a sugar baby thing that went sideways.
It went totally left for her and it felt really bad.
Okay, so and that was we were talking about that the other day. We had got to talking about that, and it was one of those things that was like, you know, well, that's one of the pitfalls of going that route. And then it just opened up this whole conversation though about what should be expected, what should people want, and is it a bad thing? Is it wrong for somebody to look at a relationship as more of a financial agreement, or there's some kind of there's that understanding? What role should money play in that? Should money be something that you are actually prioritizing when you are looking at a potential partner
and dating somebody? And I think the answer is yes. I think for anybody, honestly, for everybody, you're looking for a level of stability in somebody. So we're looking for like, and I say we as like a really general, maybe not even just referring to you, maybe not even referring to myself, but like we're looking for, you know, someone that is going to help motivate us and help us, you know, stand in financial abundance, in financial wealth, and,
right.
You know, have a successful future. In order for us to get anywhere, we need to have, you know, that idea of financial wealth and financial abundance coming through, you know. So that should be
something that should be.
Yeah, you should look for.
So where is that? Where do you think that should be on the list when you're looking for things?
It's high.
High. Ranks up at the top.
It's very high.
Okay.
I definitely look for somebody that is, you know, stable and somebody that has like their own ish going for them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, because no one wants to be that person to have to constantly. And I feel like some guys might feel like they're stuck in that role. But like, if you think about it, like old school traditional roles, and I'm an old school kind of girl. Old school kind of roles was like the men are the hunter-gatherers. They're the ones that provide, you know, and then the women are caretaking and, you know, making sure the house was creating a home. Yeah, that was the ideal. That was like old school. And I know that times have evolved. Women have become a lot more independent, and Yeah,
Like that.
I
You
feel
just
like
feel
it's
like-
kind of different.
All right. And real quick, guys, just a reminder: this is Urban World Talk live on Urban Solutions Radio. You guys check out Urban Solutions Radio. Hit the like and share button, and you guys comment with us, let us know, and also check out Urban Solutions and like and share everything that they got going on with them over there on their page. But yeah, So
Honey,
getting
we
back
love
to
you
that,
too.
we love you. We love you too. All right. Let me look at this. Let me look at this right here. Lydia says, "Nah, it's like a business agreement. If both parties agree to the terms and conditions, it's not based on love. Sometimes marriage is considered in the same aspect. However, it can be abused when when it is, it could cost you your life and can be very dangerous." Right. So I think
she was referring
She
to
was talking
like
about-
the sugar baby.
she was talking about
like
the sugar baby
for
thing,
that.
right? And this is a multi-layered conversation because there's that aspect of it, and then there's just the general dating part, which you were talking about when it came to that as well. So let me ask you this though. Okay, so if your priorities are that, and you think the male should be more of the provider in that regard and all of that, just in general then, so just in general when we're coming to dating, you already have that mindset, and or some people might have that mindset where that is a priority, that's number one or number two or whatever high on the list priority for you. So what do you think the male's priority are when yours is that? What do you think the male's priority are when they're dating you? If it's not money, because they are the ones with the money. So what do you think that their priorities are, and what do you think their priorities should be?
Women that have a strong mind, nurturing, caring, like the good things, the things that you would look for in a wife. And I mean, I can't really say much because I'm a girl, I don't know. And I mean, I know that. That's for me, like what I would imagine if I was a guy.
That's what you would think.
Look for someone with like a strong mind, someone that's passionate, someone that is a nurturer and that like speaks the love language that you do.
Yeah, that's what you think that they should be looking for.
Also, a fat ass one.
Right. See, I think that that's more in line with what the thought process might be for a lot of guys. Because I'm just saying, like,
it's unfortunate.
Look, all I'm saying is this: if you're coming into it and you're a woman and you're looking at it as this agreement, this arrangement where you're dating somebody and you're expecting them to have money, don't you think that they're going to be expecting you to give it up? I mean, like, let's be real. Especially like, okay, if you're going out on a date and they're spending all kind of money on you, like they're spending they're paying for it. It's dinner's expensive. They're taking you there. They're buying you drinks and all that stuff like that. You think that they're doing that for your mind? You think that just for your mind?
Should be.
I'm just saying.
That's bad. That's bad. So if you take somebody out on a date and you spend like good money on them, you're suddenly like that's prostitution.
Whoa, well, wait a minute. Hold on now.
You're spending money. So now you get to lay with this girl who you took out on this beautiful date.
Wait a minute.
That's not how that works.
Wait.
That's prostitution.
Now look, you said the words. I did not say those words. I did not put it in those terms. I didn't say it like that. What I'm saying is, if the expectation is for him to have money, his if he's got money, he's probably smart enough. So he's probably got his own mind. It'd probably be nice if he'd be smart and stuff like that. But if he's paying for it, he probably wants some ass. I mean, I'm just giving real. I don't want to say it in those words. I don't want to say it in that term. But let's just be real. That's probably what he's looking for. And then, okay, so what about like?
So, okay, in that aspect though, like women are also looking for a man to be nurturing and kind. And kindness doesn't usually equate, oh, I bought you this, so you got to put out. Typically, those don't go hand in hand.
We are talking about
finances.
We are talking about finances. We're talking. Okay,
we're also talking about it on the realm of dating.
But even in the realm of dating,
if you're dating somebody, and you know this person's like an ass, and it's just going to be like, well, I spent $20 on you. Now you got to put out. Or $20 gets me head, right? Like, no, that you should run away from that person immediately. Like red flag.
Wait a minute. No, wait.
Wait
Wait a minute. But I gotta say, if you're talking about finances, okay, in the marketplace, you know how it works. There is a buyer and there is a seller. When you're talking about money, it always works that way. That's how it works. It's an exchange, right? You got money, you get stuff for money. You buy and you sell. And that's what happens with money. So if you are thinking about a man in terms of his money, he is looking at it like an investment when he looks at you. He's got money. You got things that he wants, and that is going to be the arrangement when there's that mindset.
And where that should end is I am giving you my time. We're talking.
Oh, he's going to pay for your time?
We're having a wonderful conversation. We are like, we're conversating. You're able to, speak your mind, tell me about your life. It's the like, what's the word? Accompaniment. It's
like a companionship.
That's it.
All right,
that's where the line should stop. Don't expect anything else besides companionship.
All right, let me see.
If you expect more than that, you're kind of a D.
All right, okay. Let me see some of this real quick. We said Terry says that if you don't have your stuff together, you shouldn't be involved with anyone, and you are vulnerable. Both should have their own money. Good. I like that one. But it says depends on how old you are. Women come into relationships a lot younger than men. To be honest, you guys are supposed to grow together. Yeah. Terry says if you have your stuff together, you aren't looking just at a piece of ass. Lydia says at the end of the day, men aren't expecting money, and we know that, so we make them pay. Terry says common goals should be the goal, not the ass. Terry says if ass is all you seek, then usually you aren't going to get it. I don't know about that. Mm-hmm. Lydia says that's why they're expected to pay and support financially, and we are expected to have sex, have babies, and pretty much take care of them emotionally and physically, and women are supposed to hold down the house. But it gets, changed because women work now. So, look, all I'm saying is that.
So now men have to step up to be more nurturing and more kind and more like that's kind of where things are balancing out. Men are expected to be a lot more emotionally in tune.
All I'm saying is this. I think that generally speaking, though, when we're talking about, because I don't know that all the time. I think a lot of times there are just people, guys and girls and everybody in between that just date people because they like each other. Like they get along, they like each other, and that's like the base of it, right? But I'm saying when the goal is for somebody that wants money, and we all know what they're like the Brittany Renners of the world, right? That get out there, they get dressed up, and they go out there and they got the look. They look like a gold digger kind of girl. They go out there, they attract those kind of guys, and I think that the guys that they attract realize and understand that there is that kind of an exchange going on, that she expects to get stuff. Cool. I'm going to give you stuff, but I want some too. And I think that is the arrangement. Because when you go into it with that mindset of that money is your first priority, the guys that got money know that. And just because you got a big ass and big T's and your pretty face and all that kind of stuff like that, if the guy's got a lot of money, they can find a lot of that. So just like you got options as a woman because everybody wants you because you look good, the guys that got money, they got options because they got money. And so they get, I think that's where coming into that might be a dangerous game, because I don't think either one of you are necessarily looking at the right thing, because they're looking at you as a certain type of woman and they're looking at you as a certain type of man. But what would you say real quick about like girls that are doing things like OnlyFans, or they're doing other kind of, technological things like the girl you said was doing, giving some kind of, sexual attention to somebody for pay? What do you think about that? Do you think that that's cool? Do you think that that's okay? What do you think?
That's kind of how life has turned into nowadays. Like that's kind of what our society is, you know, perpetuating and telling us. Like it's showing us these big lavish lifestyles. It's showing us, you know, baddie baby making 100 million or making $1 million on OnlyFans in one day. You could do it too. Like that's kind of what society is teaching us, and it's perpetuating this idea that you have to kind of sell your body. And even in just walking around in, like, you know, pretty much nothing. Like girls wear literally nothing nowadays. It's crazy.
They do.
Like I can't even go to the mall anymore just because I'm like, oh my god, this like 12-year-old is like looks like
yeah,
she's
they're all
like,
hanging out.
It looks like she's like 30. Like what is happening?
But
like,
okay, but do you feel like that is a negative thing if you're able to go and press a button and say, look, I'm gonna do this and do this and do this, and these guys are gonna be tipping me and paying me money? Do you think that that's a bad thing?
For her, if she's comfortable, can't like I can't. Ugh. That's you. For me personally, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Well, you feel like you be putting yourself out there too much?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like
well, you know,
that's just too much. Like it's terrifying that like now when people look at you, they're gonna see like through your clothes. And I've like listened to like porn stars like talking about this and talking about their life outside of like the porn industry, and it's like it's weird. Like they'll walk around or walk into a room and some guy or some girl's husband is like staring at her and like is looking through her clothes.
He'd probably be doing that anyway, though. Even if he wasn't a porn star.
Yeah.
I don't.
Wait, what?
I said he'd probably be doing that anyway, right? I mean, if she comes out looking like, I mean, how was she dressing? I mean, you know,
like just t-shirt and like shorts or whatever.
Yeah,
like a loose t-shirt. Not like cute. Like she's like she could be dressed in like pajamas.
I don't know about.
And we go into the store and you'll be like, oh.
I'm not sure about that description there.
And it's. I feel like it's.
You feel like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that
people that are doing it, awesome. I'm proud of you. Keep doing your thing. Great. For me, like I don't want to like perpetuate the idea that like
I don't know that it's
do that. There's other ways to make money besides that. There's other things that you can do that inspire your mind or that are like different hustles that you could get into that could make you money as well. You don't always just have to sell your body, you know? I mean hats off if you do.
I don't know that I can knock them if you can press a button. Mm-hmm. You know, I can't honestly sit here as a guy and say that I can knock a young chick for pressing a button and dancing around in lingerie and getting tipped for it. I don't know that I can knock them. I'm not saying I wouldn't recommend it. I would definitely wouldn't want.
Do that. They do.
Well, but I know that there's some that there's levels to it. There's some don't do as much as others. There are some that really do make money off of just like. I mean, I've heard of.
Better get on his.
I've heard of.
Lady's about to check your computer.
See now, why you not trying to put me in this? Don't do that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. I'm talking about things that I've heard through the internet. I'm talking about stuff that I've heard through the interwebs. Okay, I've heard of it through the interweb. I'm not the interweb. And look. I just know that there's some. I heard about the one lady. There was a chick who made like. I don't remember how many hundreds of thousands of dollars, and she was like cleaning her house in her underwear, like literally cleaning her house. Like there would be like 30 minutes of her like vacuuming in her underwear, and they're like tipping her. Oh, so you do that? Okay, so you with that? Okay. Brandon, check her computer. Because if that house was clean yesterday, you might have some questions, bruh. You might have some questions. If the TV was dusted, you might have some questions. That's all I'm saying. Let's go ahead and check. I'm gonna check this comments real quick before we get out of here.
Oh my God.
You know, Terry said it's an unfortunate agreement.
We know the same people.
But he says, not mad at gold diggers if they're being transparent. Go ahead and get your money, girl. Yeah. If they're upfront about its business. Terry says, talking about this, where our music has gone to, where our life has gone very shallow, we dehumanize the whole dating process.
True.
Lydia says, men see sex all the time. Jerry says, we have been taught that this is important. Lydia says, we know the same people. He's better. He's getting a nice date out of that clean house. All right, guys.
You will.
All right, guys. With that, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys for joining us. Continue to comment, like, share with us. We're growing. We got a whole bunch of cool stuff coming up that we're doing.
I'm so excited.
Right, man. The show is growing. The channel is growing.
Yeah.
Once again, thanks to Urban Solutions Radio. You guys check out Urban Solutions Radios. They got shows all the time. Tiffany, I think you're going to be on another one tomorrow, right?
Yes, I will be here
Tiffany
tomorrow
will be back on
for
Urban
You're On. We're going to be interviewing Miss Kayla J. And we're really excited to see her. So check me out tomorrow.
All right, so that's going on tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll be back here next week for more Urban World Talk Live. We got a lot more new kind of segments that we're introducing. We got all kind of stuff. There will be a guest with us next week.
Yep.
Check us out. And that's going to be it for today.
Definitely.
Thank everybody. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Follow,
we will be
all
back.
Stuff.
That's right. For
I'm
Tiffany
ready.
Bell, this is Terry Youngman. Not getting us pulled off the air, Tiffany. For Terry Youngman and Tiffany Bell, Urban World Talk Live. And until next time, everybody, peace out. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
To be loved. To be loved. Dude, I love